I'm gonna put some text. I guess I kind of can't get away from the play of images and words. I guess that's the activist in me, or maybe it's the academic. My name is Syrus Marcus Ware, and I'm an artist and an activist, a parent, an identical twin. My work is very connected. So my art is about my activism uses art, and together they've been ways for me to meet people, to get connected to community, and to try to come to this sense of a hope towards a sense of freedom. I have a very active visual arts practice. I'm a core team member for Black Lives Matter Toronto. I worked for 13 years as a program coordinator at the Art Gallery of Ontario. So I'm involved in a lot of different kinds of movement building, and they all directly relate to my activism. I experienced a lot of homophobia and transphobia when I was, I came out at a very young age, at 14. Coming out really solidified for me an understanding that there is inequity in this world. And that really was a catalytic moment for me to realize that I wanted to be part of making something different for other people, creating a kind of world where people could be free to be different. All of that organizing, the thing that was most interesting to me was the art-based components. So using film, using banner making and textiles to sort of tell the stories that we were trying to tell. Art and activism are both tools and resources that I've used to try to answer some of the questions that I have about this world. What are we doing here? How are we doing here? How do we be together? How do we create the kind of world where we all get to survive and thrive? Art can help us to imagine things and picture a future in a way that is hard to just articulate using words or even, through direct action. The portraits that I've been doing are maybe 12 feet high portraits of largely unsung queer and trans heroes. So what does it mean to paint or to draw a portrait of a 12-foot tall Black trans woman and have that sort of reverence that is usually reserved for popes or university presidents? I have chosen to create an entirely separate archive, a different set of ancestry of heroes that I would like to see. Activism is very difficult work. There have been things that have happened that I've been part of that absolutely have seemed like the hardest possible thing to live through. And then we do, and we live through it together. Part of why I draw on that quote, "We will win," by Assata Shakur, is not because Assata Shakur believes necessarily that we will win, but we have to assume and work as if we will win. We spend so much time thinking about what's wrong, and we need to, because there's a lot that's wrong that needs to change. But in addition to pulling down walls, we also have to be planting the seeds. All of my work has been about watering the seeds. Through hope and through community and through practice and activism, we can start to craft the kind of world that we want to live in. Because I believe that, I have to believe that we will win. It's what we have.